Welcome to Brooks Stadium and a unique environment in college football because when you see the teal field, you know the Chanticleers aren't far behind. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a team from the American, a squad looking to put on a show. Taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The long off-season has finally and mercifully come to an end, and we're ready to open a new campaign. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Coastal Carolina's offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need him.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and you cannot turn the ball over.
Nah, you got to hold on to that rock, but it would be nice. I think this offense would really open up with some more consistency at this spot. Now, a running back they can really depend on. He becomes that guy. If he can grow into that, this offense can take that next step.
And the Chanticleers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Caught near the sticks. It's Simpkins. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. The give to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Chanticleers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll run play action. Fires to the big fella. Hard-hitting tackle. A completion, but not quite enough for the first down. 3rd down coming for this offense. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And that's another Chanticleer.
On the run, it's Simpkins. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. And the Chanticleers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And that's another Chanticleer.
Goes to the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Second down coming up.
Back to pass, it's Morris. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Unleashes it on the run. Brings it down on the right side. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
I'm a huge fan of offensive aggressiveness to start a football game. I think the defense is getting settled in. They play up a little bit. They play a little bit more aggressive. They got more emotion, and the offense takes advantage. Nice big play over the top. Stay aggressive, offense.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Got a man. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd. The Snake scores it.
And that is the kind of drive to start a season that is going to put a smile on your head coach's face. They were just methodical in the way they marched down the field. Awesome execution. You cannot start the season any better than that right there.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And it was finished off with the quarterback sneak. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. When you look at the matchups in the passing game, you might think that this guy's going to be overmatched at corner, but I think he's really looking for the opportunity to prove that he can match up with one of the nation's best.
Yeah, and this receiver always wants the ball. He especially wants it, though, today, considering what he's up against. He told us coming into this game that he should be able to dominate and get a lot of looks. This defense is going to have to find ways creatively to get this guy matched up and covered. They're probably not going to be able to do it with just one guy with that corner.
There he goes! And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. From the shotgun, they'll run it. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. The give to the back. Got room to work. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. He's picked up 49 yards rushing for him now. What a drive to kick off the new season. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Sends it back in motion. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it on. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Finds his back in the middle. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
That's the end of the period, and Coastal Carolina has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. He'll do it himself. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to pound it in. Looking for the end zone. Sprints into the end zone for a touchdown. You want to keep your offense on the field, wear down the defense, put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been punked the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. So an 82-yard drive there, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. Might as well stick with him. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. The Chanticleers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Try to get it to the edge.
3rd and short, there's a lot of ways to get it in the run game. You're not just going to hand it off and go power. How about the toss play? Getting the ball in the hands of the tailback quickly, and he's able to skirt his way to get the first.
Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. And the Chanticleers are rolling down the field.
Another Chanticleer.
The give on the option. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. He'll keep it himself. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Chanticleers come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Another Chanticleer.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, first down. On the option. Quick toss. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. It's a draw. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Chanticleers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. On the ground, it's Simpkins. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, to give, looking for room. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Looking downfield, it's Morris. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback, do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. The home team is just getting blown off the field right now, and at this rate, I'm not sure it won't get worse. The Golden Hurricane have avoided the noise all week. They've let their playing do the talking, and that speaks louder than anything. They're trailing by 14 to Tulsa.
Off the play fake on first down.
We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught over the middle. It's Weeks. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Quick handoff. He's now up to 58 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener.
2nd down.
Running back searching for a hole. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. The give from the gun. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Turning it on! He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Solid run on the last play. Sets this offense up on first down. Wants to throw on first down. Out of the backfield, he's open. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. So now it's second and long. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Right down the boulevard. There is a flag on the play. Now, if this is on the defense, it might not change that much. The offense has already made the long field goal. Might be the worst-case scenario for this defense. Thought they'd held them to 3. Now the offense with a chance for more. They'll leave it with him. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. He'll run it again. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Takes it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Really nice physical running that time. Nice push up front by the offensive line. Getting it in for the touchdown. They now take a one-possession lead here with just a little bit of time left in the first half.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Back to throw, it's Morris. Here's the Heat. And the defense gets loose, bringing the Heat, and down he goes again.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. From the gun, the ground game. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, tough to beat the pageantry and tradition there in Conway. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Brooks Stadium.
The shot that clears will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They'll go back to work on offense. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the grab. It's Berry. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on second down. finds a room to throw that one in there. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Power football with the run. Gives him the big stiff arm. Give him 114 yards rushing, and he goes over the century mark in this season opener. He'll pull it on the read. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on second down. From the shotgun, the inside give. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver going in motion. Keep it on the ground. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18. This has the makings of a good drive. The 7th play brings up a 3rd and 4. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. No good. Guys, after the miss, still up by 4.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed and a missed opportunity.
From the gun, running back on the move. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Shanta clears with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To throw, it's Morris. Pressure coming. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the 3rd downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on 1st and 2nd or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. A fair catch is called for. It'll give him great field position. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got him downfield. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down?
And first down for the offense.
Quarterback on the keeper. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line. They'll try the run. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. Now, they missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here, so they need to pick up some yardage to at least get in range for their kicker. Grabbed over the middle. It's Barry. He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it at the 12.
That's a 1st down for the offense.
They go to the ground. Runs through the tackle. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
Well, he did everything he could to try to avoid all those defenders, but at the end, it's still a negative play. Tackle for loss.
One defender, then the next one. The blitzing guy got a shot at him. Everybody had a shot. It took a while to get him down.
Yeah.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Unleashes one deep. Throw to the end zone, picked off.
Man, great zone coverage in the back end by this defense. A lot of eyeballs on the quarterback. Great job. The ball comes out, and you can see, Jesse, that defensive secondary on a string, break on the football, and they go force the INT.
And that's what this defense wants to do. They want to win 1st and 2nd down, bring their dime personnel on the field 3rd and long, play that zone defense. There's nowhere for you to throw the football, and they get a critical takeaway.
Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Got it behind the line. It's Washington. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out.
Pass interference. Offense.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. The Chanticleers will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Concentrate on one thing. Make the catch. Off play action on 1st down. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Gives it on the option. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. You say, well, why don't you throw it beyond the sticks? Sometimes a completion is enough to give the punt team some space. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Dropping back, it's Morris. Floats it out in space. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about.
Offside. Defense.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. And the Chanticleers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. Quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Using his legs, it's John. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. Across the 25, he's got room. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line.
Yeah, it was explosive, but shoot, Reese could have run through that hole. I mean, it was wide open. He didn't have to break anybody's ankles. He didn't have to run through tackles. I mean, just great blocking up front and horrible, horrible defense.
Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Chanticleer! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
sure they can't beat you with a field goal. And he knocks it through, and the lead is a field goal here in the fourth quarter. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Miami had a dominant win, the kind the folks in South Florida were used to in 2001 when Ken Dorsey, Clinton Portis, and Jeremy Shockey led the Canes to a national title. Talk about a special team. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Looking to fire. Snagged out of the air. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. Finds his tight end. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
First down for the offense.
Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's first and 10. Now the pitch. He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44. So after the first down run, here's second down.
Brings up second down.
It'll be a draw. And some room to work. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. They're down to the 25 on first and 10. They'll try to pop the draw. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21. Got 3 on first down at second and 7. On the ground with the counter. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the fourth quarter, that ramps up the pressure. He's in for the touchdown.
How nice is it to know, man, late in the ball game when I need it, I can keep the football on the ground, not get super complicated, pound the rock, get in the end zone, and take the lead.
Try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From inside the 10, here he comes. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. Just a short pass to the tight end. Sometimes your tight end's a safety valve, and sometimes he's your go-to receiver.
And the offense knew right away it was the primary target. It was where he was going with the football, because you know you get a little bit of suck up from those linebackers with the play action, and you feed the big fella.
Dropping back, it's Morris. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright, and you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
The shot that clears will line up to punt it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The RPO, it's complete.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you. A huge third down. Tight end finds a soft spot. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Offense in a bunch formation. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Got enough for the first. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. They'll ride the hot hand. Oh, he's got some space. Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The offense knocking on the door, first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Now the offense tries to punch it in on second and goal. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. This is a big play in this season opener coming up right now. It's third and goal. It's a draw. He's going for the goal line. And he steps into the end zone for a touchdown.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. To the air, it's Morris. Rushes on him. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's taking the deep shot. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Great play by the defense, and they're expecting this, right? In a 2-minute situation, they've got a 2-possession lead. They got a lot of DBs out on the field, and everybody's eyes are just on the quarterback. They're all seeing it thrown, and they're breaking on the ball, and they come away with a nice interception.
And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation